Hi, I'm Ashton, and today I wanted to talk about the spooky, scary topic of transition regret. Most of the time when you see people talk about this, it's transphobes saying, oh, you're gonna regret surgery, or you're gonna regret being on hormones. But honestly, take it from someone that is transitioning that my only regrets are not doing things earlier. So the first aspect of my actual physical transition was me starting birth control. And it was a pill form of birth control that was very, very low estrogen. And that might sound counterintuitive, right? If you're a trans guy, you don't want to take estrogen. But what this very low amount of estrogen was doing, or what it was supposed to do, this low amount of estrogen was supposed to halt my periods, or at least make them a lot lighter. What it did for me was give me a period for 5 months straight. I bled for 5 months straight. I have a video on it. But yeah, that was not a good time. However, I wouldn't say that I regret going on that birth control, as it was my first step that felt real. Even though, you know, I'd chosen a name and I'd asked to go by different pronouns, starting that medical thing, having that physical pill in my mouth was an emotional thing for me that I was like, I'm doing something about this. I'm changing my body. And although it didn't change me in the way that we all expected it would, it gave me a 5-month period, it still was an experience that I don't think I would take back. It also felt really unfair to me at the time, because, like, you know, most people that get periods get them every month or so, and here I was for 5 months getting a period every single day, and it was hellish. And I'm not even someone that wants periods. Like, I'm not ever considering getting pregnant. I am not, like, there's no risk of me being pregnant. There's just no point in me having periods because I don't want a uterus in the first place. So in a way, I do regret that aspect of my transition. However, it wasn't permanent. It was something that was worth a shot, and it's not something that people should be put off by. The next physical aspect of my transition was testosterone. And I started testosterone injections a bit over 11 months ago, like 11 and a half months ago. And there are two things that I regret about testosterone. Not starting it earlier, as I said. Overall, hormone-wise, I just wish that I had known I was trans earlier. I wish I had the words to say that I was trans when I was younger so that I could have been on blockers. I never would have had to get top surgery. I could have just gone on hormones, my chest would have stayed flat, and I would have developed like any other guy. And I can't even say that it's a regret, because it's not something that I did, it's something that I didn't do. It's something that I didn't know I could do. It's not fair. And I'm not gonna lie, some things about being on testosterone do suck. The acne, the fact that it's easier for me to gain weight because my appetite has gone up, the sex drive, those parts, they kind of suck sometimes, but I wouldn't trade it for the world because the positive aspects of it far outnumber the negative ones. Another thing that I regret is not getting started on my legal name change earlier. I'm working on my legal name change now, and I know I told you that like 6 months ago. Still working on it. I got my background check from the local police agency, and now I am onto the Federal Bureau of Investigation is where my background check is right now. It's supposed to have come back by now. I'm still waiting. But after that, I can get started with a court order. In my state, it's absolutely ridiculous, the steps you have to take to change your name. I literally have to, like, make a post, a physical, like, pen and paper post on the courthouse that I'm changing my name legally to this from this. And that's, like, the most 1777 thing I've ever... Like, this isn't the Wild West where people are going to come up to this post board to read the daily news. Oh, look, he's changing his name to Ashton. Cool. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to go up and read that. I don't know. It's just a ridiculous step that's, like, completely unnecessary. But again, I can't really say it's a regret because I didn't... It's not my fault, per se, that I didn't know that it was an option. So I wish I would have done it sooner, but also... Even for the first year, I was like, do I like this name? I do think it suits me, and I am, you know, going to permanently legally change it to that. But it's still something that I honestly can't say that I regret. And with top surgery, I don't regret anything. I feel like that is the one part of my transition that I feel that happened at the right time for me. And even though I do have a little complication, like, it just feels right. Having top surgery right now and recovering from it feels like it's the right time for me. I feel like it was just perfect, and I was really comfortable with the experience and the people that did it, and I don't regret that whatsoever. So I guess my point is, although there are a lot of things I wish I could go back and change about my transition, things that I wish I could have maybe done sooner, the path that I took led me to where I am today. And, you know, butterfly effect. If I did go back and change anything, I wouldn't be the person that I am. And I feel like even though the path of my transition may not have been perfect, it just happened to create me as a person, and maybe it did happen to be right for me. And I feel like that's what matters. So, do I regret my transition, as in, do I want to be a woman again? No. Hell no. 100% no. Definitively no, not at all. As for other aspects of regret, there are things that I can't change and things that I'm just coming to accept and learn from. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope you live a life with regrets that you can accept and learn from, and I will talk to you later, maybe.